Hello everyone, welcome to IITN's GATE classes. So today's session we are going to see one of the job notification recently released by Bharat Electronics Limited for the post of trainee engineer and project engineer. So let us then begin today's session. Before going into the session, let me tell you for this job the last date for sending in your application form, hard copy application form is 9/6/21. So keep a note of this date. Okay. So this is basically a contractual type job. You can see on contract. So for trainee engineers, your qualification required is BTech and BE 4 years in aeronautical or aerospace engineering. So this is the category wise post distribution. You can see there are 6 number of posts, out of which general are having 2 posts, OBC 2, SC1 and ST1. So place of posting will be Bangalore for both the job position. And project engineer, you can see the basic qualification requirement is BE Tech 4 years or ME Tech in aerospace or aeronautical engineering. Mind this, candidates with ME Tech qualification in aerospace and aeronautical should also have their BTech in aerospace and aeronautical. Suppose if you have done your BTech in mechanical engineering and then you have done your masters in aerospace or aeronautical engineering, then you are ineligible to apply for this position. Okay. So candidates, those who are applying, they are willing to relocate to Bangalore and they are willing to travel extensively across the country. Okay. So first let us discuss the eligibility criteria. So qualification, full time for trainee engineer, full time course in BE BTech BSc from AICTE recognized university is required, from first class. Okay, your percentage should be first class for general, OBC and EWS, and pass class for SC ST PWD. Okay. For project engineer, full time BE BTech is required in aerospace or aeronautical engineering from a recognized AICTE university, and the minimum percentage required for general, OBC and EWS is first division or 60% and above, and that for SC ST PWD it is pass percentage. And those candidates who have their MTech, okay, MTech in aerospace or aeronautical, they are eligible to apply in project engineer 1. So they should also have first, means general, OBC and EWS candidates, they should have minimum 60% marks, and for SC ST PWD it is your pass percentage is required. So I have already discussed this point with you. Candidates with ME Tech are required to possess aerospace and aeronautical discipline only in their BTech BSc degree. Okay. So age criteria is what? 25 years for trainee engineer. So 25 years for trainee engineer upper age limit, and 28 years for project engineers as on 1/5/2021. That means what? On 1st May 2021, your age, if you are willing to apply from trainee engineer, so it should be less than 25. If you are willing to apply from project engineer, it should be less than 28 years. Okay. And this age, upper age, is relaxed by 3 years for OBC candidates, 5 years for SC ST, and 10 years for PWD candidates having minimum 40% disability. Now if I talk about remuneration, so trainee 1, as this is a contractual post, so trainee engineer 1, all inclusive consolidated fixed pay, it will be 25,000 for first year, 28,000 per month for the second year, and 31,000 per month for third year. Okay. So this trainee engineer, we are going to see that this will be minimum of 1 year and maximum of 3 years contract based on your performance and requirement by the company. Okay. So for project engineer, you will be getting 35,000 per month for first year, 40,000 per month for the second year, 45,000 per month for third year, and 50,000 per month for fourth year respectively. Okay. And experience, if I talk about experience, so trainee engineers, candidates with 0 to 1 year of post qualification and relevant industrial experience. So that means what? Either you can be fresher or you can even have 1 year of post qualification. So that will be giving you an edge for getting selected for this job. And regarding project engineer one, if you are BE BTech candidate, then you require minimum of 2 years of post qualification, okay, post qualification experience or industrial experience. And if you have done for MTech also after your BTech, then no post qualification experience is required, okay. Mandatorily it's not required, but if you have, it will give you certain edge over other candidates, those who don't have experience, okay. So period of contract, so for project engineer, 1 year from the date of joining. However, the same may be extended up to maximum of 3 years, as I have told you. And for project engineer one, 2 years from the date of joining. However, the same may be extended up to a maximum of 4 years, including initial period, okay. Including initial period means what? 2 year plus 2 years, okay. So in total 4 years, okay. So the experience in which domain is required if you have proper experience. So skill set for unarmed aerial vehicles, experience, domain knowledge, college projects in any one of the field. So it should be either in any one of the following, you should be having proper experience in unarmed aerial vehicles, okay. Sorry, unmanned aerial vehicle. So it is in design and structural analysis of airframes, system engineering of aerial vehicles, design and analysis of guidance system. You can see there are various such subtopics here. So if you have done your college project or if you have experience in industrial field, so it will give you a edge over other candidates. We are going to see that, okay. So note this, teaching experience, it will not be considered here. So if you are a TA, then it will not be considered, okay. So selection procedure, this is very important. So talking about selection procedure, if you are applying for trainee engineer one, so 75% of the total marks, it will be on your BTech BE pass percentage or whatever percentage you have obtained. So 75% weightage is given to your percentage in your BE BTech. Now relevant post experience, so 2.5 mark will be allotted to minimum experience. Minimum experience means what? If you are just fresher, if you don't have any experience, so 2.5 marks will be given to you out of this 10% of allotted marks, and 1.25 marks will be allotted for every additional experience of 6 months. So if you have 1 year of experience after your BTech, so you will be given 2.5 mark plus 2.5 marks, so 5 marks, okay. So like that it will be increasing, maximum up to 10 marks, maximum to 10 marks you can get, okay. So interview, it will be based on 15%, okay, 15% weightage. So interview will also be there. And if I tell you the topic for interview, so most probably they are going to ask you from this much domain only, whatever is in this domain they are going to ask you, and your college project. If you are from BE BTech, your college project. If you have done your MTech, then your thesis or master's project. And if you were working someplace, so the project on which you were working, they are going to ask you detailed question regarding all those things, okay. So even in IIT and GATE classes, we have a class going on for HAL and HAL batch, okay. HAL, it has basically aeronautical people, aerospace. We have a special class going on. So if you people are willing to join, you can join our classes also. Now for project engineer one, again there are two categories. If you have BTech plus 2 years of work experience, or if you are MTech, then if you have work experience, it is good. So let us first see if you are BTech and plus 2 years of experience if you have. So 75% weightage will be given to your marks of BTech. 2 years of minimum post qualification, so 2.5 marks will be allotted if you have 2 years of experience, and again 1.25 mark will be allotted for every additional 6 months, maximum of 10 marks, okay. Maximum of 10 marks can be given in the qualification, post experience part, and 15% marks will be from interview. So interview will play a very good role for you people. Remember this, minimum marks is also there for shortlisting in interview. Suppose you have passed this round, but if you fail to pass in interview round, get the minimum marks, then you will be disqualified, okay. So you need proper guidance for interview also. And if you are MTech student, so you should have 75% weightage will be given to your BE BTech only, no marks for your MTech percentage. and relevant post qualification experience, if you are nil, then 2.5 marks will be given, and if you have experience, then again 1.25 mark will be given for each and every additional 6 months of your experience. And again, interview, it is of 15% weightage. Okay, so interview, it plays a very important role. So IITians GATE classes, we specifically have dedicated faculties for interview in aerospace department. Okay, so if you are willing to join, you can comment in the comment section below and we will be getting back to you. So candidates have to compulsorily provide the CGPA conversion percentage, means CGPA to convert, CGPA if you convert to percentage, you have to provide the proper document of how the conversion is taking place. And shortlisting for interview, it will be based on 1:5. So for each seat, 5 candidates, prospective candidates will be called. Okay, and your interview, it will be basically video conferencing mode. Okay, video conferencing, and it will be sent, the link will be forwarded to you on your email. Okay, now how to apply? If I talk about how to apply, so candidates who are desirous of applying for the above post are willing to be posted at location indicated in the advertisement, may submit the application in the form appended to this advertisement and send the application through post. So you have to send it through post, superscribing on the envelope. So on the top of the envelope, you are going to write the post applied for. If it is your trainee engineer, so you are going to write the complete code. If it is your project engineer, then you are going to write the complete name. Okay, the candidate can only apply on one post. Duplication of application can result in disqualification of the candidate. This is quite known. The application should reach manager this address before 9/6/2021. So less than 10 days are remaining. So I will be suggesting you to fill this form. Now where will you be getting this? So for this, you need to go to the BELS website. So here they have given you all the application form. You can download it. Okay, both of them you can download. So I have already downloaded them. So I will be showing you this. So this is for the project engineer. You have to fill this, all this. Okay, you have to fill this whole form. So it is quite easy to fill this, and this is for your trainee engineer. Okay, so along with filling this form completely, you have to send certain documents. So what are those? You have to send your 10th mark sheet, self-attested. Okay, everything should be self-attested. Your 10th mark sheet, your BE, BTech and MTech certificate, everything should be self-attested. Your semester mark sheet along with the CGPA, if your marks are in CGPA, proper documents to be provided for the conversion that you have taken for your calculating the percentage. Then your caste tribe certificate. Okay, if you are from special category, then you have to give your certificates for that. And your post qualification experience certificate. If you have your experience, so you need to give certain experience certificate. Okay, and offer of appointment of the current employee, employment ID proof and latest pay slip should compulsory be enclosed. Okay, so pay slip and employee ID should also be enclosed compulsorily. Okay, so remember this, I forgot to highlight this. And candidates, those who are working in PSU and government organization, you people should give NOC also. Now talking about application fee, so trainee engineer for general candidates and EWS candidates and OBC candidates, so I will be writing general, EWS and OBC, you people need to pay 200 rupees for trainee engineer, and other candidates, other category candidates like PWD, SC, ST are exempted. Similarly, for project engineer, the above category students have to pay 500 rupees and others are exempted. Okay, so regarding this, how you are going to submit the fees, it is also there very properly given in the website. Still I am going to show you. The application fee should be given by SBI Collect. Okay, SBI Collect. So everything is given. So there are two modes, online modes and offline mode also. So if you are going to submit offline, so then you have to go here. Okay, so this is the, okay, so it is not, means my net is not working. So this is the link. Okay, this is the step-by-step instruction. You can see here it is provided in this page only. Okay, step by step instruction for making through SBI Collect, and this is the link for online payment. Okay, so this is the link for online payment. You have to click this box, proceed, and then you are going to select which one you are going to apply, project engineer or trainee engineer. Suppose I apply for trainee engineer, so automatically then you have to fill all these things. Okay, you have to fill all this. Then if you submit, then you will be getting two options. Either you can fill via your online options like credit card, debit card or UPI, or you can submit via journal or challan in the respective branch. Okay, so every instruction is given here in this document. I will be showing you once again. So in this document, so here is that instruction for making payment through SBI Collect. I don't know why this option is not opening, this link is not opening, but I have downloaded it previously. So step by step instruction is given here for your usefulness. It will be very useful. You can fill it while looking into this. Okay, and rest of the instruction let us see. So SBI Collect, candidates have to enter, if you are paying offline, so you have to submit the SBI Collect reference number after your payment. Okay, so you have to give that. In general, so in general there are few more things that we need to see. Candidates are required to possess one valid email ID till the time of your recruitment. You need to have one email ID. Okay, there will be no separate communication, and your phone number should also be there. So candidates whose specialization mentioned in the degree certificate does not tally with the branch mentioned in the application will not be considered. So if you don't have aerospace or aeronautical engineering degree, you are not ineligible to apply. Okay, and only Indian nationals are applied. The date of the selection timing will be intimated to the shortlisted candidates through email only. So that is why email, you people should keep it properly. And if you have any doubts, you can connect them via the email ID given. Okay, so this was all about this job notification session. So if you have any other query or doubts regarding this, you can comment in the comment section below. Please share this video with your friends so that they can also apply, and please subscribe to our channel. Okay, then see you in the next session. Thank you.